In many parts of the world, women have struggled to be part of the democratic process. And I think that one of the key obstacles to women's participation is the fact that women have less access to education in many parts of the world, but also, therefore, perhaps as a result, less access to economic power. Now that is changing, but it's changing very, very slowly. And I think that the key, therefore, to encouraging women to become leaders in their communities and to think that they can join in the political process is by ensuring that we educate them. I mean, there is this so-called magic bullet, which is that if you educate girls, you get development. And it doesn't matter where you are talking about in the world, that is true all over the world, that if you educate them, they become women who participate in decisions in their communities, whether at the local, regional or national level. Of course, it's true that women struggle in the developing world, but let us not be too complacent, because we've had sort of full female emancipation, as it were, in this country for over 85 years, and still we only have 22% of women in either house in both houses of the of Parliament, and that's not enough. I mean, the UN norm is 30% at least, so we've got still quite a long way to go. So I think what I'm really trying to say is that it's not an easy struggle, and we still have to keep our mind on it in this country, as well as actually encouraging women in other parts of the world. The House of Lords is an organisation, an institution which is changing all the time. These changes may be very small, they may not be immediately noticeable, but the cumulative effect of these changes is that the House of Lords today is extremely different from the House of Lords even 20 years ago. But we still haven't quite achieved all the changes that we would wish, and one of those changes, of course, is to have much greater representation of women in Parliament, and that's something that we're moving towards.